We have read that the girl was very happy to get that precious jewel, and after that, the swallow came back to the prince. "You are blind now," he said, "so I will stay with you always." "No, little swallow," said the poor prince, "you must go away to Egypt." "No, I will stay with you always," said the swallow, and he slept at the prince's feet. All the next day, he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. In previous years, whatever he had seen, he told those stories to the prince. "Dear little swallow," said the prince, "you tell me of marvelous things. But more marvelous than anything is the suffering of men and women. There is nothing more marvelous than the people who suffer, the tragedies of the lives, the strugglings of the life. There is no mystery so great as misery." It is a proverb which says that misery is the greatest mystery of the human life. Misery is poverty. "Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there." So the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. Rich people were very happy, and they were enjoying their happiness, making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. They were waiting for their share to get, if anything is left out or anything would be given to them. The poor people were not so happy. He flew into dark lanes and saw the white faces of starving children looking out listlessly at the black streets. The bird flew back to the dark lanes. Dark lanes means the narrow lanes of the city which were dark due to poverty, due to not very happiness. Dark here represents the sorrow of the life. So the sorrowful lanes, and he saw there the white faces of starving children. Starving children dying due to hunger. The children who were dying due to hunger, and their white faces which were undernourished, looking out listlessly at the black streets, at those narrow lanes, black streets. They all were looking aimlessly. They had no aim of their lives. Only they were sitting there starving. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arms to try and keep themselves warm. Two little poor boys were sitting there and trying to keep themselves warm, holding each other. "How hungry we are," they said. "You must not lie here," shouted the watchman. The two boys were talking to themselves that how hungry we are. At the same time, the watchman shouted at them and told, "You must not lie here," and they wandered out into the rain. The poor people do not have the place even to sit. And also these two boys had to leave the place, and they wandered into the rain. Then he flew back and told the prince what he had seen. The bird flew back to the prince and told him, "I am covered with fine gold," said the prince. "My whole body, my whole statue is covered with a fine gold, leaves of fine gold. You must take it off, leaf by leaf, and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy." Prince said that living people think that gold can make them happier, but it was not of any value for the dead person, for the prince. So he asked the bird to take off the gold leaf by leaf and give it to the poor people. so that they can buy their necessities of life. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off, till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey.